Hi, my name is Chu Si Ning. Today I will introduce about John Constable. First, I will talking about the author introduction. This is the photo of John Constable. Very handsome, isn't it? And now try to guess when he born. He born on June 11, 1776, East Burgholt, Suffolk, England. And he died in March 31, 1833, in London, England. His art movement have Romanticism, the Babylon School, the Sublime in art, landscape painters, and British art. Now I'm going to talk about the background and the stories. Hi, this is John Constable, and this is his father. His father is a selling corn businessman. When he was young, he always drew sketches around the Suffolk countryside. This landscape made him become a painter. In 1799, he successfully got his dad approved of him to learning to draw. Days at Royal Academy School have inspired him a lot. In 1802, he wrote in a letter to John Dantor that he had decided to become a professional landscape painter. To make ends meet, John Constable began to paint portraits, but he didn't like the work because he found it boring. In 1809, he fell in love with Maria Bignell. They got married in 1816, and his paintings also reflected more emotion in this year. In 1819, he sold his first artwork, The White Horse. In 1828 January, Maria gave birth to her seventh child. After this, she died because of tuberculosis, and she just 41 years old. Since then, John Constable often wore black, and on 31st March 1835, he died because of dyspepsia. John Constable was buried with his wife Maria Bignell. This is the whole story. Now I'm going to say about the quote. John Constable have proposed a threefold thesis. First, landscape painting is scientific as well as poetic. And the second is the imagination cannot alone produce art to bear comparison with reality. And the last, third, is no great painter was ever self-taught. Innovation or contribution. John Constable is the first painter that used romantic art movement to create the landscape painting. And the drawing is very close to the nature. I will show you 5 artwork samples. First is Wivenhoe Park, and the second is Flatford Mill, the Hay Wain, Salisbury Cathedral from the Bishop grounds, and the last is Salisbury Cathedral from the Meadows. I was talking about the artwork style. He is using the oil painting and the landscape painting. Let us analyze his first artwork, The White Horse. The name is The White Horse, and the time is from 1818 to 1819. The materials is oil paint on canvas. The size is 127 times 183 cm. The theme of this painting is the scene of this painting is captured from the English countryside. There was a tiny boat at the anchor and ready to transport the horses over the river. The 2 men on the boat were wearing red hats, while the horses were wearing harnesses and the blindfolds. A red roof house is hidden behind the forest. The water's surface has been rendered vivid and glistening. The surrounding trees convey the vibrancy of nature through their usage of green. The original name of this painting is A Scene of the River Stour. This is the first large painting of John Constable, and it also is his first time trying to create a painting of this huge size. This painting, The White Horse, was presented at the Royal Academy in 1890. This one is the first sketches at countryside on canvas, and before starting the final painting, he drew a large-scale oil sketches. And he was elected as an associate professor after this artwork had great success at the exhibition. He usually draws by using natural colors, example cream-colored and cinnamon-brown cows by the river, or green grasses and trees. The steel gray and auburn shades produce a realistic river water movement. The main point of this painting is the 2 men in red hats and a white horse on the boat. Along the river banks, they have golden grass, and behind the trees is a red roofed house. White, light rose and grey clouds are reflected in the water. This painting is so realistic and lifelike as if I could hear the river flowing, the trees swaying, the cows moving, and the birds singing, or the people conversing. Let us analyze the second artwork, Maria Bignell. The name of this painting is Maria Bignell, and we also can call Mrs. John Constable. The time is 1816, and the materials is oil paint on canvas, and the size of this painting is 305 times 251 mm. The main character on this painting is his wife, Maria Bignell. Legend has it that the painting really does look like his wife. This painting is painted about 3 months before he was married, and he carried it with him everywhere. In a letter to his wife, he wrote that, "I cannot live without your portrait. I see it in the morning and at night. It calms my spirit." The colors in this painting are very warm. And in the story that I have said, the John Constable have painted many portraits to earn money, but this is the one that shows the most emotion because this is his wife. From this painting, I could see how much he loved his wife in this picture, and it seems like he was thinking of her as he painted because of the intense expression on his face. I get a very warm feeling from this painting color scheme. And for the conclusion, I learned a lot, such as the landscape painting style and the uses of natural color. But in this whole story, the third of three painters' main point made me very impressed. No great painters was ever self-taught. For my understanding, I think what he is trying to convey is that even you are a very talented painter, you still have to study. Talent is not worth mentioning. It's the effort and continuous motivation or passion to learn that counts. For me, even the most talented painter will just stagnate where he is if he doesn't learn and may think highly of himself. Just study and realize that there will always be people in the world who are more talented than you and work hard. Besides that, from his painting, I learned that he can just use a few strokes to bring the natural elements to life. Furthermore, although his painting is using similar color, we can still see the detail clearly. This is because he has a great sense of proportion. I feel thankful and proud to have John Constable as my assignment topic. This is my research. Thank you!